In our continuing series, Running Dry, tonight state leaders are taking a closer look at companies sucking up unlimited amounts of groundwater across Arizona.
Now, this comes after the state terminated a lease with a Saudi-owned farm.
Team 12's Gabriela Becerra joins us with what this means for the land and the people living around it. Gabby?
Well, Mark Caribe, there's uncertainty about what will happen to the state trust land after Fondamonte, Arizona moves out of western Arizona. But we know Arizona water laws remain unchanged. La Paz County ranchers like Brad Mead rely on bringing water up from under the ground.
There is no water except what us ranchers produce.
That resource is running dry, and Mead tells me large companies are partially to blame.
When they come in, they start sucking all of our water out. Well, our wells start dropping, and so we have to drill deeper, or they dry them completely up, which then we have to drill new wells.
One of those companies is Fondamonte, Arizona, a Saudi Arabian-owned farm using unregulated amounts of groundwater to grow alfalfa. Governor Katie Hobbs says state inspections found the company violated one of its leases in several ways. The Arizona State Land Department terminated the lease and won't renew 3 others when they expire in February.
Based on the best use of the land and the trust beneficiaries getting their value from that.
The State Land Department will decide what happens to the land after Fondamonte moves out.
We're going to study the best use of the land, make sure that we're getting the best value out of it, and work to protect Arizona's groundwater, which was a big part of this whole issue.
Regardless of who takes over the land, the current law shows companies aren't required to regulate water usage. Hobbs says she is looking to her Water Policy Council to update and modernize those laws.
The Groundwater Policy Council is hopefully coming up with some really good recommendations that we can get enacted to protect the groundwater going forward.
The governor's office says the State Land Department inspected 3 other companies in a transportation basin in August, which includes an on-site visit to ensure leaseholders are in compliance.
This is about protecting Arizona's groundwater and getting the best value of the land for the trust beneficiaries. And we're doing due diligence across the board with all state land leases to make sure that that's what's happening.
And the State Land Commissioner was unavailable for an interview today, but tells me since State Land Trust makes up such a large portion of the state, they work with the governor and other agencies to ensure natural resources are mitigated against impacts. A spokesperson for Fondamonte tells me they're not in violation of the lease. They say if the state doesn't renew their other leases, it would set a dangerous precedent for all farmers on state land. In the newsroom, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you.